All right, so we are in April, but I do have this graphic up, and you probably understand why, considering maybe looking out the window this morning, you'll see, oh yeah, it is snow coming down. So far this winter into spring, we have seen about 42 inches of snowfall. So we're running 10 inches below normal, but more than what we were at this time last year. And it's no surprise that we do see snowfall in April under about 5 inches on average. But you remember the big blizzard that we had a couple years ago where we had over 2 feet of snowfall, and then a couple systems after, totaled close to 37 inches, and that was the snowiest April ever recorded in Green Bay history. Here's the area low pressure right now. Moving off to the east, we still have a little bit of snow to deal with over the next couple of hours. A high pressure will work in just a quick little high pressure on Tuesday, but afterwards it looks like we're going to have another system on tap. This is just estimated snowfall totals, not looking like a whole lot. Driving into work this morning, I have been seeing some of the grassy and elevated surfaces having that snowfall accumulation out on the roads. A thin amount of snowfall. Keep in mind, we had high temperatures yesterday in the 40s and near 50 degrees. The ground's starting to get a little bit warmer, so it's harder for the snow to accumulate. Nonetheless, also, we've got temperatures in the lower to mid 30s right now, so making it even more difficult. Still holding on to some of that snow. Most of it's going to be along and north of Highway 29 right now with what it's showing with the latest radar loop. So south of it, not as much snowfall. So certainly anything is good news for those of you that have to head up to drive in for work. But here's where the highest or lowest visibilities are in Acanto and Shawano. That's representing where the more moderate snowfall is falling. But you see in Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, Appleton, and Wapaka, 10-mile visibility. They're really not seeing any snowfall. It's just mainly just rain right now. Roadway conditions, we've got Sheboygan, Manitowoc, Kewaunee counties, and points northwestward under slippery stretches, and then areas to the far north and to our far southwest under good roadway conditions. And that's where that narrow band of the snow was pretty much stagnant for the last couple of hours. So going into the next few hours, Futurecast, our high-risk future radar product, does show on and off snow showers continuing to about 10, 11 o'clock, and then we start to see this lift out of our area. So we've got another about 5 hours of the system before it finally lifts off to the east, and then afterwards our temperatures will be warming up into the mid and upper 30s to melt that snow that does fall. Additional accumulation, dusting to 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches at most, but keep in mind when you see these values, that's going to be before it melts, before it compresses. It's not going to be a snow that just falls and sticks around here. Now, if you don't want to shovel, you don't really have to, because the Mother Nature is going to do the melting for you. As we get into tomorrow, we'll have temperatures back into the lower to mid 40s. So that's going to melt all that snowfall out of here. But then as you get into later this week, we have another system on the way, starting off with rain. And then on the back side could transition over to a little rain snow mix, which could bring in light dusting of snowfall Thursday and Friday. 33 outside, feels like 25 with an east wind at 9 miles per hour. Temperatures are anywhere from the lower 30s in Mountain to 32 in Acanto, but it's above freezing in Fond du Lac right now at 37 degrees with winds not too bad. So not anticipating a whole lot of blowing and drifting, but with the big flakes coming down at times, certainly any wind is not going to make it too pleasant out there to be out on the road. So going up to 38 today. AM snow turning over to a little wintry mix before it finally ends, and then as you head into tonight, we'll drop down to 32 with mostly cloudy skies. Might even have some patchy dense fog overnight tonight. Then heading into Tuesday, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies, high of 44, into the mid 50s on Wednesday with rain showers moving in here, and then a little cool down as you head into Thursday and Friday with a wintry mix before a sunnier and warmer rebound as we head into next weekend.
Thank goodness. We're going to need it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I know. It's just all this head shaking. You're getting a headache.
I am. Gino, thank you.